G'day, mate. Welcome back to Factorio. We're back on the Death World. We've got a Pooba here who's complaining about the lag, which is, I entirely agree with. It's horrible today.
Extra bad today.
Yeah. On the bright side, the mic finally got moved to the other side, so now you don't hear the keyboard as much.
Oh, yay.
I won't say completely, because you still hear it, but it's not as bad.
Well, good. But episode 32 now, I think we said.
Yep.
And what's the goal for this episode?
I'm going to make everything that makes belts, because the poor excuse you've got up there is... Yeah.
You're going to work on that? Okay.
Yeah.
I still have things to fix with Covarex enrichment processing. In fact, I think we were waiting for additional Uranium-235, which I've actually got a little bit in store over here. So I'm going to go grab some.
Have a train.
And how's power doing in the meantime? So we're using about 3/4 of our power right now, and that's, of course, not when we're, like, initiating with the enemy.
Mm-hmm. Unload. There we go. Okay, I now have iron. So, I had a suggestion that came on my Discord for our next great endeavor into a second season.
Okay.
And we spoke about this off camera. It was after the last episode. But long story short, when we first started the series, the time zones were slightly different. And the season was different. So it worked better for you and I to record. And then time's passed, holidays are passed. You're now working more often in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And our times have slipped by 2 hours because I went in or out of daylight savings and you did the same.
Yep.
So it's made everything a little bit harder. So our first thing is there will be a second season as far as we're both concerned. It just probably not for like 3 months.
Potentially, yeah. We're just going to have to work out the timing and exactly what we want to do. But what that means is we theoretically have that long to figure out what we want to do.
Yes. And at the same time, I was suggested, it came out on my Discord, a couple of people have done it before. It's Living with Biters is what they call the series. And they set biters to maximum, which I know Pooba will be completely for because she loves biters. And then they turned on peaceful mode, so the biters don't attack, which I know is definitely one of the things that Pooba loves to hear. Biters that don't attack.
Okay.
And then they
I'm
had
intrigued.
They had to use the best spaghetti in the world to build around them. Because they're literally everywhere.
Oh. Ignore the husband, you guys. Sorry.
I was just going to not comment on the wild husband in the background.
Oh, yeah. He knows to normally be good. But then he gets in some sort of intense situation and can't help it. But as you were saying, so you've got to build around the biters?
Yeah, so you've got to build around, not only around the biter bases, because there's going to be plenty of bases, but also we've got random biters that wander around each spawner. And you've got to build around those guys as well. Because,
okay.
Of course, if you shoot one of them, like the whole spawner base goes hostile and tries to kill you. So, yeah.
And that's if you shoot one of them, you say?
If you shoot a biter, just a singular biter, then the whole biter base spawner that it comes from goes, not neutral anymore.
Okay.
So you're going to be a little bit tactful and not shoot any biters, really.
Well, that sounds like fun. I've also been watching a little bit of your newest series. What's it called? The Hot Potato.
Oh, yes. That just came out last night on Twitch was the first stream.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun idea to do as well. Of course, probably not good for only 2 players.
No.
Yeah, so I can see why you do that on something like a community map, but...
Yeah. And
yeah, that sounds like a good idea, at least to consider.
And those not in the know, or although it's already been It's been like a week after this episode goes out. My newest community map, we're doing the space exploration mod, which a lot of people have asked for. And then I've got a custom. It's Muppet does up a new mod for me every month, basically, where I give him sort of, this is what I'd like to do, and he just tweaks the same mod over and over and over. And the current setup is, it's hot potato, and every hour or so, some player becomes the random hot potato, and all the biters suddenly fall in love with that player and dig up at like maximum zoom. About 80 biters just dig up from the ground and attack that one player. They ignore everything else except for turrets. If turrets shoot them, they'll go for a turret instead. But if there's like 5 players standing together, they'll walk straight past the other players and target that one player until that one player's dead. So yeah, it's interesting.
Wow.
I was unfortunately the first player. So yeah, insta death.
So it's like guaranteed death, you think?
No, every other player has survived. I was just lucky enough that we were half hour into a new game, so there was no tech or anything. And
I see.
Yeah. The biters really, really liked me. Like, really liked me. Long-handed inserters. Why don't I have long-handed inserters? Okay.
Well, my Covarex enrichment process thingy is still buffering a little bit here, but I finally had enough 235 to at least get the process started.
So you've got your first 40.
Yeah, I've got my first 40. I'm still building some centrifuges by hand. Yeah, so this will be kind of a slow-going project for me. How's it going over there, though?
I am not stealing circuits off your module making thingy.
You're not.
No.
That's not a lie?
Of course not.
Oh, okay. So if I look over there right now... Oh, okay.
I went for our main bus. This is the main bus, right?
So glad that those are getting good use. Well, so are you just making one assembler for each piece? Because I know you said mine was crappy, but this also produces, the same amount or same rate that you're doing.
Mine has gears.
Well, there's gears that come through here too.
Occasionally.
In fact, the splitters are capped out. The gears are max production right now, max rate or throughput coming into the red belt factory. So, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you have red belt?
I do. I have 300 of it.
Oh, that explains why nobody else has any.
Oh, yay, and we're making our first uranium fuel cells. Awesome. Oh boy.
So that means we could have some nuclear power.
That is what that means. And I'm going to cap that off. Let's, in fact, actually do 10, because I'd rather have this stuff get primed instead. So,
Now we
keep
just
making
got to be
the
able to
centrifuges by hand.
afford the red circuits to make the nuclear power. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Sure it'll happen. Can I have some of those? We did get requested chests.
They're not automated, but we can build them by hand.
That's okay. That's something.
Alright, these guys go into fuel. Which we don't have rocket fuel yet. Or do we?
Yeah, we got rocket fuel.
We do. Does it go onto a... Where is that? I'm looking. Where's the rocket fuel?
It's right... Hang on, where's oil? Right there.
Oh, the one tiny little rocket fuel factory.
It's doing fine.
Okay.
It even got doubled.
Which is not powered currently.
Hang on. That box has 239 rocket fuel in it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
The other box might be a little bit lacking, but you know. Okay, what am I doing? I'm doing...
I'm going to request some
inserter,
rocket fuel.
long-handed, fast inserter. Stack inserter. Is that all the inserters? I think that's all the inserters. That was unfortunate. No, that works.
Okay, let's see how I can help these guys out a little bit more. So that's got 34.
You'd think by now I would have actually just blueprinted my mall rather than just hand making it every time.
You would think so.
Yeah, you'd be wrong. It's good practice.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out why my Povarex enrichment processing isn't enrichment processing.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
See those combinators?
Oh, no.
If you
That's not
blow
the
them all
answer.
up, it'd work fine, I promise.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to,
Blow up the combinators?
do what?
Blow up the combinators?
No. I don't want to give up on that yet. I still have faith that this may work.
I have faith in somebody else's manufacturing that it should work.
Okay, stop. I wanted... Okay, that is stopped. Good. Okay, so we've got 20 uranium fuel cells. I wish the 235 would have gone into the Covarex enrichment processing, but not so lucky.
Why are you there? People will yell at me if I don't cap some of these boxes.
What?
You're going to yell at me if I don't cap some of these boxes.
Correct. Alright, trying to make sure this is working.
Alright, what else do we need? Assembly 1.
We
assembly
need...
2. All the things and the stuff. I know, I'm working on the things and the stuff. That one.
So you're working on the atomic bomb. Oh my gosh, that's me 5,000.
It's
Holy
fast
smokes.
research. It's fast research.
Okay.
I was hoping we'd have decent science production and that'd just slide through and you wouldn't even notice that I was making nukes. For no reason whatsoever.
Oh.
See, now she cottons on!
Okay.
Why? What are you... Biters, just stop it, okay? We've negotiated a peace treaty. You guys just die and that's the treaty. Steel. Steel obviously needs to go through there. What's this belt besides steel meant to be? Nothing. It's a magic belt of hopes and dreams. Okay. You can output into another magical chest and we'll pretend tend to cap that one as well. Okay. Stack inserters, reel inserters. Upgrade planner, all the things. Do I have a custom upgrade planner?
This is so slow.
Corex, add more speed modules.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna steal from these guys. We're gonna put no. Okay, that's fine actually. Don't laugh at me.
I wouldn't dream of it. Never happened.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out why this isn't working. Because theoretically, the 235 should go back into this box and resupply this so it's constantly working.
So, how did the uranium get in that machine? Did
The 235, you've got to prime it, so I mean it manually gets in there.
Okay, so that's what the problem is. You manually put it in there and you broke it.
No. Well, no, I mean that's how it's supposed to work.
No.
Yes.
No.
I mean you have to prime it.
No. You don't manually put it in there. No. Nope.
You do for the first one.
Nope.
What do you mean no? I'm telling you yes. Oh, and meanwhile this is stealing all of it. Okay.
Why do you do this?
I'm capping that. Capping that. Capping that.
This is so far to run. Okay. Nope. Nope.
We don't have enough,
Nope.
Oh, hold on. Let me steal from there.
Nope.
Stealing from there. I'm trying this one.
Oh, you're gonna break that one too? Okay.
This should only, the insert should only spit out excess 235 if there's greater than 40.
Your loop to you, to you, to you. Okay. One of these guys. Nope. Greater than 41. Nope. 1. Nope. Equals 0. Equals less than 4. You equal absolutely nothing. That's joined to that's joined to. So your output signal's red.
Okay.
This is
will
going
be
to
the
loop,
moment of truth.
and it's not going to
What?
work. It's not going to work.
Why?
Because you manually put the material in.
You're supposed to. Yep, there. This one worked.
But this one's still broken.
But this one... Man. It, like, stayed in there, though. That's freaking weird.
What do you mean it
Okay.
stayed in there?
What?
What do you mean it stayed in there?
The 235 stayed in this box. Like, there was still 35 or so extra in here. And it should have continued along to this box, but it didn't. So, I don't know why.
So the problem is you've trusted somebody else's build that you don't understand, right?
Yeah. But it worked in my .16 series. The logic should still, cross over patches. So if anyone who understands this stuff much better than JD or myself,
I understand that
figure out why
somewhere
this isn't
here
working.
there is a counter that's counting 40.
Right.
And that counter that counts 40 is not getting triggered. And I think it's this decider combinator right here.
You're in the way.
So it triggered.
Okay, look. So there's excess. There's 34 that stuck around in there. So it's this inserter here in the middle that's not working for some reason.
Which is linked to that combinator, which is linked to that combinator, which is input signal 34, which is the box contents. If U35 is less than 41, output 1 green. If 1 green is greater than 1, output 1 uranium, which should go to there. Okay, if I do one of them, and I put that, that's facing that way, and I do that, it's outputting a green signal. It should not be outputting a green signal. It should be a bit of wire to that power pop so I can read it. It's outputting a green signal. No, it's outputting nothing.
It's a mystery.
Okay. JD takes off with a centrifuge. Stupid robot, stop that. Puts
I'm gonna
one
have to like
centrifuge.
go and compare with my 0.16 map and just like look at it, see if it's broken there too. Well, that's the risk we deal with when playing with combinators that we don't understand. And that's my fault. I mean, not that it's my fault, but like I take the blame for that this was a risk that I was willing to take.
I don't like playing with combinators at all. Hey, there's a whole bunch of dull rocks.
This is definitely above my understanding of the game, though.
I can understand where the problem is. I can't understand how to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand what's going on. I know that this inserter isn't working, but I don't know why.
Because it's not counting the right amount of uranium. That's why.
But why?
I can't tell you that much.
Okay, so again, for those of you who understand this stuff, help us out in the comments here. Because this should just keep feeding until it equals 40 at all times. But it's not. So that's very frustrating. So that I'll have to like do some research off camera.
Put that in there.
But anyway, okay, so
Come back here, machine. Run faster. Actually, you know what?
we steal those and those.
I'm just going to steal those and those. And I'm going to... All my shiny rocks disappeared.
You're stealing from me, huh?
Yeah, except they disappeared good. Like, gone.
Watch, your little thing here.
Is dead because the shiny rocks disappeared.
Well, oh, some will pop out in a minute. Or
No,
wait,
I changed
no,
the
where'd they
recipe.
go?
I changed,
Did you steal all of them?
I changed the recipe so they should kick back out instantly. And
Where did they all go?
They disappeared. We found a bug. Well, I found a bug.
When you put in a new recipe, they disappeared?
Yep.
What?
Which is not correct. They should. When you change the recipe of something, the material should end up in your
They
inventory.
should pop out.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So we found a bug.
gosh.
So
Well,
where
here,
do
I found 3.
You found 3 by robbing all the other machines.
Yeah. Oh
so
man.
where does the shiny rocks go? Where do your shiny rocks go?
They go into a box here.
Okay, so they go to a spot.
Not that we have any in there.
We go to a spot where robots can deal with it.
Well, dang it.
Yeah, I'm not impressed either.
Well, crap.
So you
That is frustrating.
into that side, you into that side.
So what that means is we have to wait for the less than 1% chance
That we end up with some more.
of 20 more uranium-235s.
Mm-hmm.
That is baloney. And meanwhile, we're getting attacked.
Yeah, that's in robot range. The robots will fix it.
Well, on that note, I think we're going to have to call this an extra short episode, at least from me. And we're going to have to end with basically no progress today because of stupid bugs.
We've got pooper disappointment. That's something, right?
Yeah, I am definitely disappointed. So my plan, I'm going to compare to my .16 series and just like look and see if that's broken, because maybe they changed something in .17 so that something with these combinators don't work anymore, something like that.
They should work fine. And
they should. I agree, they should, but obviously they're not. But yeah, so I'm going to do that, but also you guys can comment in the comment section down below your advice about this. Maybe we rip it up and just go with something like JD's doing, a little bit more primitive.
Yeah, it's not primitive, it's high tech. It will run forever, and it will keep going until the bottom belt of 235 is full. Like, solid one full belt's worth. And then if you upgrade a red belt, it doesn't change, it just moves along the belt faster. But that's the method that I've just started using. It just belt loops because they work. And if you put a single box, if you put through a pass-through box, so from there to there, and you just pretend that I put the belt there in the first place, and then a passive provider, that box will eventually fill up, and then bang, you're done, you know, and you'll have 4,000 shiny rocks, and then you'll make a nuke or two and find out you've got none left and probably killed yourself 3 or 4 times accidentally with nukes. But yeah, this is the method I've started using because it works. I've seen lots of combinator builds, and in theory they work as long as they're either hand-fed correctly their first 40, or most of the ones I've seen need to be automatically fed with their first 40 shiny rocks, which is just as frustrating, I guess. But yeah, dumb systems work, and I love dumb systems because they work.
Okay, well, obviously this smart system up here isn't as smart as I was hoping.
Or it's smarter than Pooba.
Or it's smarter than the two of us.
Okay, yeah, let's be honest. Yeah, it's smarter than the two of us. You know, it's a pretty low bar to you know, in my department. You know, it's not hard to be smarter than me, but yeah. Oh, I found a shiny rock. Yoink.
Oh, good. Only 19 more to go. 18.
I saw one went through the system.
All right, well, either way, that is going to do it from me. Episode 32. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit more progress in episode 33.
Hopefully.
Hopefully here very soon.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Bye.